Today's a Mailbox Monday. This is where I go over all the things I got in the last week or so, and I show you and tell you what I'm going to do with them. Let's go! First up, from my dude Andre at Scale Metal Supplies, I got some Servo dummy plates. These are Servo plates that take the place of a servo, so that way when I'm brazing or I'm welding, the mounts, they'll actually stay where they should be without having to, like do a big fixture and everything. I can just bolt them to here, and then I can put a couple alligator clips on there and hold this where I want the servo to be. That way the mounts don't shift or do anything crazy while I'm moving them. I'll probably end up having these made out of aluminum. That way the brazing won't stick to them and everything. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Those are going to be super helpful as far as fab pieces. I don't know if Andre is going to make these on a mass scale, but I asked him to make them, and they're pretty sick, and I can't wait to use them. Next! These have been in my Suburban, and I just picked them up and got them out of the Suburban. Kind of just forgot about them. They're basically just a bunch of RC4WD drive sticker sheets. They're all TF2, Galande, stuff like that, Jaland, however the hell you say it. And then this one's just all RC4WD drive. I don't know if I even paid him for these, or maybe I got them from Andrew. I don't know. I got them from one of my two friends that were at Beat the Creek that part out trucks. Couldn't tell you if I got them from Andrew or from Colton, but I got them. So sorry to both, yet thank you to either. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I got these. They're both cool dudes. Go check them out. I'll put the links up here. Boop, boop, and go see them for all your RC part out needs. Next! This goes with my birthday video. Hell, boss? Okay. That's interesting. This has clearly been sent back after they got it because someone has cut the label off, and then this is thoroughly depackaged and half assembled, and it has some sort of flower in it. That's pretty cool. So, man, I'm gonna be surprised if everything's even in here. These are called T-slots. So basically, in that mill, you have rows, and then they're undercut, so they kind of look like this, like those gang signs. Kind of look like that. So then this is all open, and these T's slide in there. Then you lock this down, and then you use these wing nuts or whatever to run this up, so that way it creates pressure, positive pressure on your part. So you're basically running this up to like push it down. That way you can hold parts on that mill table. I got some little pieces with it, but they suck, and they're not big enough, and they also are really hard to use. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with it because it's clearly been used before. So that's cool. Next! Speaking of things to machine and mill, I got this off of eBay. I was very hastily opening it and cutting some things out, so that way I could get some things done for my truck, for my comp truck, one of my comp trucks, however you want to call it. Anywho, this sat here. I've been collecting all this stuff for a couple weeks. Things have definitely slowed down as far as Mailbox Monday goes, and due to just in general me trying to reel it back a little bit, and then also USPS, FedEx, UPS, whoever just taking forever to get me things. So I got this off eBay. This is actually the reason that I bought the last thing with the hold downs, was because I went to mill this, tried to use the pieces that I had, and they are flat terrible. So I couldn't do it. But I'm trying to make skids out of this. So I'm basically just cutting it with a Sawzall to the rough shape, because cutting Delin is pretty terrible. You can use some sort of saw. You can't use a rotary tool. It just catches on fire and just melts everywhere.
I'm melting! Oh, what a world!
So this is 1/8" thick by, I think this is 24 and 12, maybe something along those lines. 32 and 12. I don't remember. Anywho, I got a big ass chunk of Delin. If you're into this kind of thing, and if you're wanting to get started making your own parts, and this would be good for maybe sliders, etc., eBay. Just get on there and just look up like drop pieces or chunks, whatever, and you can find it. So I got that. Next, from my dude Jim over at Jim's Bearings, I got a body. He asked me if I wanted it. I said yes. He shot me an amazing price on it, and I said sure. We opened it up on a Monday Night Live 2 weeks ago, something like that. So it's already open, but I'm going to open it on here anyway just to show everybody that didn't see that. If you don't know, I go live on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Come check us out. I hang out with Doug and Jordan. We don't necessarily always talk about RC trucks. We talk about everything under the sun and anything that you really want to talk about. We've talked about tons of stuff. So check us out. Anywho, he sent me a picture of this, and I was immediately interested. So for those of you that don't know, this is an old Parma body. Parma used to make like pan car bodies and things like that. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but for what I paid for it, uncut with the decals and the window masks and everything, I am not complaining whatsoever. This is a 90s Durango. Don't know what I'm going to do, but this thing is so sick. It will not become a buggy, that's for sure. I may try and send this off to Team Blue Groove. If you don't know who they are, they take old bodies and repop the general mold. So they would make a mold of this and then remake these and sell them and everything. And I have a couple bodies that I thought about seeing if they wanted to redo. So that is this. So just because you don't ever see a Durango body like this, and then in general 90s Parma stuff is not necessarily hard to find, but it's hard to find like this. And I'm pretty excited about this. Like I said, no plans for it, but maybe if you pushed it under 11 inches, this really wouldn't make a very good crawler. But I'm, I collect bodies. If you've been around here for a while, I buy all the bodies just to have. I don't know, I'm a freaking weirdo. So, anyway, speaking of bodies, I made an order for RC4WD Drive with my dude Jordan. These dropped and all of a sudden went for a really, really killer deal in stock and everything. So we picked them up. Oh, what the hell? Let's try that again. Here we go. I'm sure you're not supposed to use a knife on this, etc., but I don't really care. Ta-da! So some things happened. I'll show you exactly what actually happened once I got this. This is not mounted, so don't come at me with the Cali Lean, Carolina squat bullshit. Hang on. This used to be the shop truck. I have an RC Everyday shop truck. I built it, got this on it, and, was pretty happy with it. And then I set it on this chassis just to move some things around, and I was like, oh, I like that a lot.
I like it a lot.
This actually used to be a K5 Blazer that I've had for months just sitting because I didn't really like the color. It didn't come out glossy or even like any kind of shiny. Like this isn't high gloss, but at least this is semi-shiny. That thing came out basically flat. So anywho, if you don't know, this truck is basically based off of the truck that I pretty much learned how to drive in. My dad and his friend bought a truck, and it looked like this. It was two-tone green, these colors, and I don't know, the truck just kind of stuck in my mind. So when I thought about building a shop truck or a little short bed, that truck just kind of popped in my head.
Light bulb.
And so I painted it like this. The interior is all done. It's got green felt carpet. The dash pad is painted. The seats are just covered in plaid material. It's got an extended column and stuff. It's actually, one of the things that I'm pretty proud of. It's done decently well, if I do say so myself. I put it up on these with these wide welds and the short little swampers, and I fell in love with it that way. And this is how I want to keep it. So now, this is now home on this. So now I needed a new shop truck body to begin with. So that's where this thing comes in. This is my shop truck. It looked really good on here. I just didn't really feel like I liked it better on here than on theirs. So now this new K10 will go on the shop truck. I don't know how I'm going to paint it yet. I have all the little panel things for all the colors from 73 to 79 for the GM trucks. I'll go through them, make some sort of selection, and I'll get some paint. I'm not sure. But this is where this... No, wait. That's wrong. This is where this is going. That's pretty much how that's going to work. Can't wait to get it all done. I did get this running and driving, and it was much slower than anticipated. That's for sure. So, but these are super, super cool. If you've never seen one, head over to rceveryday.com. You can buy a shop truck chassis, And depending on how crazy you want to go, you can have this for a couple $100. It's just a Chinese Yoda axle in the rear, some Tamiya parts up front, which he goes over, a micro servo, size servo, whatever, and then just some parts. This is like a $20 SSD. The expensive part is definitely this transmission. That's an RC4WD drive R4, I think. This thing just has run-of-the-mill VP takeout stuff. This is a 1080, 1060, whatever VP includes in like the VRDs and RTRs and stuff. And just the radio system, just some stock motor, and just a little battery. China wheels, Traxxas tires, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Is this the way to squeeze a lemon?
Okay.
So that is that. Next. Okay, more mail just came in. I opened it. Didn't have the microphone on, so you didn't hear anything. I got a package from DLUX. Some of it is for me, some of it is for my friend Craig, some of it is for my friend Jeff and his son Dustin. I also got some stuff from Shrink. So, speaking of bodies and swapping bodies, I got some Shrink RC mounts for the K10 to a VS410. That chassis was originally a Phoenix, and it has the K5 mounts on it, or had the K5 mounts on it. And then now you have to put the K10 mounts on it. They are not the same. So if you get K5 or K10, you cannot swap them unless it is a K5 that's been cut and lengthened to make a short bed pickup K10. So I got those. Next, this is my order from DLUX. One of them got a portal trans. I got a new truss. We have underdrive gears and servo mounts, axles, axle tubes. This is a Capra Sporty battery mount and everything like that. This is the underdrive for the Capra portals. This is a drag link for a DLUX. This is the tie rod and the drag link for a Capra. These are Capra front shafts for the axles. Well, technically the axles to go to the portal boxes. More overdrive Capra parts. This is weights for my friend Craig in the front of his truck. Holmes Crawlmaster Mini V3 for my friend Craig. Axial Capra stubs. This is the standard gear set. And then this is my center section for my new front axle. 225 hubs with the 8mm stubs with the pins that go through and everything to keep it as narrow as possible and strong. And then I also got green offset caps for a set of axles somewhere. I don't know why I got those. They're for something. Oh, they're for my trail truck, the Phoenix. I'll get that. Hang on.
8:01 p.m.
It's actually for this truck here. So what I have to do is these offset shocks will go on the rear because I tried to lower the back and it's not low enough. And it has this super cool hot rod rake to it that Jordan definitely hates. And I'm not a super big fan. It doesn't bother me as much, but now just kind of looking at the truck, I need to mess with the rear shocks anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Anywho, that goes on there. Before you go anywhere, make sure to stick around for the bloopers. Also, check me out, as I said, Monday nights, YouTube Live, 7 p.m. Eastern. Check me out on Facebook, Facebook groups, and Instagram, Bullman Built RC, across the board. If you ask to join the group, answer the questions or you won't get in because we don't know you're a real person and we're not going to take the time to look at your profile. I'm just being honest. And that is all. I will see you later. Bye! Today is a Mailbox Monday. Okay, start that over. Whoopsies. Oh man. There we go. A little better. Thing or welding. Damn it. I'm open this. Next up from my. Nope. Not next up. I can't say next and then next. It just sounds repetitive and dumb and redundant. Yes. I messed that all up. At Jim Bearings. I feel like I've got something on here. Get it? I don't know. Come on. Anyway. Basically, these are servo dummy plates. No. Obviously, that's what I just. These are Capra front drive blocked me. These are Capra not short. God damn it. That's the. This is a drag link and the tire center God damn it, what's that thing called? Tyrod? Just regular run-of-the-mill VP knockoff, or like, no, knockoff, god damn it. A Reese 99. Oh, sorry, this is a 179 Smart. My bad. I'm gonna have the kitty tell me it looks stupid or not, so we'll just wing it and I'll just look stupid.